things like that of other people, external forces managing her life, fell away, because of course that's what life is after high school. So she started first by celebrating, celebrating how awesome it is. She's passed her matric, and then she hadn't made any plans. She continued to celebrate. Eventually, she had to get a job to support her celebratory lifestyle. And then at this time, people are busy getting their education, getting degrees. And at first, it seems like she's a success because she's earning money, she's got her own place, but she's a matriculant working a basic job. And her friends seem to be losers because they can't even buy themselves drinks after school. She can afford to buy herself things. She continues to party. But as the years go, the gap starts to open. She's still earning basic wages of a matriculant, and she has no rewards for diligence. In the face of the little success she started with, she's now finding herself, her life is plateaued. There are no successes. The successes, she peaked in high school, guys. Yes, celebrate, but don't rest on your laurels. Don't decide to, okay, I've won now. I'm a winner. I'm going to sit here. No, it's going to take a lot more to maintain you at the top than it's going to take to get there. And the top is not as I define it. The top in my life is how I define it for myself. The top in your life is how you define it for yourself. It's not a competition amongst each other. You're competing always with yourself. I'm competing always with myself. Am I outshining my previous shine? My own previous shine, not yours, not somebody else's. I am outshining my own previous shine. If today I have disappointed myself because my previous shine of 3 years ago is still better than how I'm shining today, guess what? It's up to me to pull up those socks and do the things that I know to do. Because we are never without a plan. We are most of the times without action. The last one is embrace ease. Actually, it's not the last one. Sorry, guys. Embrace ease. And by that, I mean that there's all the plans that we make. But there's also the fact that if we are not light and cheerful about it, yes, it was always going to come. I spoke about joy. This is how it helps you to float through the things that you are doing. Keeping an easy attitude about it. Keeping it loose, keeping it moving, keeping it flowing. Anything that takes everything within you, like, oh, it's such a struggle, I've got to do this, and feels devastatingly painful to do, is not the right action for right this moment. The right action for right this moment is that one that feels like, ding, like a light just came on and you're like, yo, if I do this, that's the next thing to do. And then you do that. Micro actions get us there because they're about flow. Remember we talked about electricity? Electricity is not trying to light up your house. It's not like every unit is like, I'm gonna light, and it's working hard to do that. No, it just does. I want to make a practical example. So think about when you're starting a new way of eating. You know that ultimately you want to get to a point where you drink more water, you're eating right, you're not snacking on everything, and you're exercising. But you don't all of a sudden, like yesterday was New Year's and then today's you like lights off, everything must now change. We're no longer eating bread. Bread is banished from our house. We are now exercising 13 times a week. You don't implement everything all at the same time. You ease yourself into it. But you consistently do it. You make it so that, you are incorporating these actions. So you start with the first action and you hold it and you keep doing it, and then you introduce the next action. And then because you achieved that first action, it now feels like, yeah, actually, you know what? I'm equal to this. I can do this. And then you introduce the next action. And then slowly but surely, you are becoming more of what makes you feel awesome. You are becoming your character, your habitual ways of being are more in line with what you know in your heart is what you want of yourself and of your life. And that's going to take a very important part, and that's ditching the all or nothing mentality. It's not either I achieve it 100% or I don't do it at all. It's not. We need to ditch the mentality that keeps us imprisoned behind our perfect expectations. When you fail to do something, maybe you expected that you were going to do these 3 things today, and then you found yourself you've only done one. My friend, celebrate that you've done one, make a list, and prepare yourself to, as soon as possible, do the rest. Smilingly bring yourself on the back to the correct path. Smilingly bring yourself. Remember, we keep an ease of attitude, we keep it flowing, we keep it light, we keep ourselves in a place where we are cheerfully and joyfully doing the things that we need to do. We are never trying too hard and working ourselves to where we are discomforted just by because that means it's going to be unsustainable. Because when you're associated with feelings of strife, with whether it's outside or inside, it is strife, it kills, it has decay, it is unsustainable, and it will always make you feel khacha. So in order to feel, to get more out of your actions, flow with it, do it. And there's that sweet spot where you are doing something that is a little bit of a stretch, but it feels like, yes, I have grown this much, and you're fascinated and intrigued by the growth that you are actually exhibiting from yourself, because you are still maintaining that flow, that ease, that doing things that are right because you know that they are right for you. Right. And then refuse to let bad decisions or actions keep you prisoner. So what? 2 minutes ago, you came into the office thinking you're going to send 20 emails, and here you are 22 minutes later, you're still watching TikTok videos. It's fine. The moment you realize that you did the opposite of what you said you were going to do, you broke a promise to yourself, come back. Smilingly bring yourself back to doing the thing that you know is right to do. So what? You strayed a little bit. Bring yourself back. The best time to plant an oak tree was 20 years ago, but the next best time is right now. So 2 minutes ago, 1 minute ago, 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, last week, a month ago, you strayed off the path that you have chosen for yourself. Shut, my friend. Bring yourself back to what you know is right to do, and maintain that sense of ease. Don't beat yourself back into action. No. Be nice. Be your best friend. Be your own best friend. Be kind to yourself. Yeah? And then repeat until these steps have developed into a habit. Creating a life that you are proud of is a series of micro habits taken in the small moments when it seems they don't matter so much. You know, in the small moments when it seems, who's gonna know if I don't do it? It's not about them. You are competing with yourself. You are outshining your very own, your me self, outshining my own previous shine. Not yours, not somebody else's, my own previous shine. What I'm capable of doing. You see, what will make me feel the worst is when I know that when I look in the mirror, I'm ashamed to look in my own eyes because I know that I have let myself down so much. It's not about how I let my mother down. It's not about how I let my family. It's not about the other people. When I know that I have lived the truth of my life 100%, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. If you're just joining us now, you have missed about 90% of the show. So I encourage you to go onto #SoulDiveWithLebo on YouTube and catch up on our show. We usually post it like on Thursday, right? The one for the Tuesday we posted on the Thursday, but there's many previous ones. And we are all about giving you those extra tools to implement in your life to live and create a life that you are both proud of and enjoy living. So, creating a life we are proud of and enjoy living. Yes, I want to repeat that. Creating a life we are proud of and enjoy living is not an event. It's not like Big Bang, it happened. It does not happen all at once. It takes a series of moment by moment actions. Curating our thoughts so we can be deliberate about our actions, so we can predict our behavior, so we can direct our lives in a specific direction. This is the reason why people who win the lotto find themselves not able to keep those winnings, because people who don't save, who don't have the habit of managing money properly, will very quickly run out of even their pension money and find themselves having to work in their retirement days. Why? Because it's a mindset thing. You don't know how many hours it takes to achieve X amount of money. You don't know how much work it takes to achieve X amount of goods or X amount of results. So then you can you can just go ahead and waste it and do whatever and misappropriate it, because it doesn't, you have not had the mind processes that say to you, it takes this amount of time to achieve this result, therefore it should last this amount of time. The true miracles of life happen like water erodes the earth, one wave at a time. One wave at a time. It is up to me, it is up to you to ride the waves of our lives for the best moment benefits, to maximize each moment that we find ourselves inspired to do something that will bring about a fulfillment of our lives. Don't put away fulfillment to some nondescript future moment when the stars align just so. If you diligently align your own stars, you will be able to see those shooting stars where everything is possible and does indeed happen for you. Wow, this has been the Soul Dive. My name is Lebo. I we love spending this time with you. We appreciate you and we wish you the very, very best in life, in love, in wealth, and health, and everything. We wish that you will prosper and be in good health as your soul prospers. Mwah.